We've always had a passion for theatre buildings, and they are rare. It is much better to preserve what we have rather than attempt to build new ones. And as Leo Schofield once said, they're never as beautiful or as compelling or as evocative as a heritage theatre building. And I was alerted to the Victoria by a colleague of mine, Khoury. Our group managing director and I came down to have a look at it. The whole move in buying the building was very quick, and our principal concern was that if it went to auction, that a bright developer would pick it up and make it a fabulous boutique hotel or restaurant, which would have partially satisfied the heritage people because the bulk of fabric would have been kept. But once that happens, you lose it as a theatre asset. You lose it as a cultural asset. We knew Newcastle as a theatrical market. We knew it was buoyant and also undersupplied. As we've learnt as a group in Sydney, there was an absolute need to have an affordable, accessible, mid-sized theatre that could be quite flexible, that a lot of the community needed. And we could see that Newcastle really needed that there's a lot of talent here and there's a lot of activity here, but you can't just go into a premium deluxe 1,600 seat theatre that the Civic is. You can't start there. Part of the challenge with the theatre is to have those stepping stones where you're going from Dad's garage, a band might be performing in Dad's garage, and then you have to have those pathways and stepping stones. And the Vic very much fits in to one of those stepping stones in Newcastle. One of the great assets that Newcastle has is the Civic Theatre. And the Civic is as good a restoration as any of the major theatres in Melbourne or Sydney. And our attitude was, yes, why attempt to emulate something that is already beautifully and perfectly there? Do something that's entirely different and go with what this building is. It was empty for 54 years. It was a retail premises. So I'm sure when we all get it going, there'll be still, some ephemeral signage and all sorts of things.